Welcome back to part 3 of my CD collection video. I found a couple things in the last Linkin Park CD we looked at. These are like the dual disc pamphlets, which is what that was. DVD and CD on one disc. So that's pretty cool. I'll put that back in there. And we'll start on the bottom shelf, which is very cramped, very tightly packed in here. We've got first one. This is Arcadia. I haven't listened to this one for a while, but it's the sound is very electronica. In each one is based off of a scientific name or a planet. So we have gas giant, rings of Saturn, Neptune moons, infinite end, electromagnetic, motion of planets, the pull of invisible strings. It just goes on. Very trippy, very geometric. I like it a lot. It's purple. I like purple. So that's that one. Right. Then we have here Bare Naked Ladies, album 1, disc 1, or album, disc 1, 1991 to 2000. This is their, I think their greatest hits album from 1991 to 2001, so that stretch of 10 years. Obviously, if you can't do math. So, got the booklet. You don't need to see the booklet, do you? No, I don't think you do. I don't really think you do. I'll put that back in here. So, get that later. Forget it. And we have Soundgarden as the next album in here. Rest in peace, Chris Cornell. Got that. There we go. This is bugging me, so I'm just going to take a second to fix this. Oh, fixed itself. Cool. Sometimes life has a way of fixing problems. And then we have Guns N' Roses, The Spaghetti Incident. Hey, could have been an incident, probably not. I don't like this at all. Ugh. Ugh. Looks like a vinyl record, kind of feels like one too. Ew. Which I'm sure it looks interesting spinning up. Then we have Lamb of God. Lamb of God. That's all I really gotta say for that one. Then we got Kurt Cobain, the montage of Heck, the home recordings. Rest in peace, Kurt Cobain. There we go. There's that. Very strange. Cobain was a very weird person. Very strange man, but a lot of people liked him. Then we have the Verve Pipe, Villains. Again, I just picked this up because it was weird and just very what the hell is going on with this kind of thing. Then we have August Burns Red, Phantom Anthem. Very interesting story about August Burns Red. I went to school with a kid who, I think he knew somebody in American baseball, and I think he also knew somebody in August Burns Red. Or he knew how they got their name. Apparently the lead singer had a dog named August, and this chick cheated on the dude, and so this guy kidnapped the dog and set it on fire. I know. Fucked up. So that's why they called it August Burns Red. If you were ever wondering, that probably just ruined the entire band for you, and I apologize for that, but apparently that's the true story of how August Burns Red got their name. Then we have, this is all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that is not all of them. This is all of them. Alright, so, in the first video, if you remember, if you saw it, had a bunch of Slipknot albums. This is my entire collection of Ghost albums, right here. I'll start from the top. Actually, this is somewhat out of order for them. Actually, you know what? This is the order. We got Infestissumam, the first album that they created. The first album they released. No, Opus Imponumus. Sorry, Opus Imponumus. I should know. Sorry, but I don't. This is Opus Imponumus, purple and blue. Very nice. Very, very lovely, lovely. And then we have Infestissumam, their second album. Right here. That's awesome. And then we have the album that got me into the band, Meliora. And if you remember with the cassettes video, we got here the full picture of the album right here. You can kind of see it's like fully zoomed out, and you can kind of see the face. You got the hat right here, the eyes, the mouth, the nose. Very interesting. And then we have Popestar from when they did the Popestar tour. This is their EP. That's what it looks like right here. Very lovely jubbly, lovely, lovely. And then Ceremony and Devotion from when they did their Popestar tour a couple years back. That's what it looks like right here. I think this is two CDs, potentially. Yes, 2 CDs. A and B. Got Papa 3 in there. Looking all sexy as Papa 3 did. Then we have their most recent album, Prequel. Prequel. It's got a poster. We've got the regular non-weird insert for the album. And then we've got in the front, we've got the weird shifty one. So this is what the album looks like itself. If you have it, you probably most likely have it digitally, and probably listen to it digitally. That's how I listen to it. But I also have it on vinyl and CD and digital, so I have multiple options, although I don't have a record player anymore. So slide that back in. That's what she said. If I can. That's what he said. That's good enough. That's what he said again. So that's the Ghost collection. And then I think we're just getting into some random other bands. Closing in on the end of the collection, we've got some, this is Candlemass. This is the Door of Doom. This is a cardboard case, which I like. I like these a lot more than the plastic jewel cases, I think, because I don't know, they just feel better. I feel like they clutter less. This is, who is this? This is Metallica, I think. Yeah, Metallica. This is a huge thing. 2 CDs, Through the Never, which two discs. This is a bit cumbersome. I don't know why I bought it. It's sort of like you got this right here. I'm not a fan of this case from Metallica. It looks like it's smeared in blood, which I guess is the whole point of Metallica. And then they gave you sort of like a stencil thing, I guess you can tear off and use to paint over, I suppose. It was Metallica. And then we have Pet Shop Boys, Fundamental, and sort of the opposite of that Primus album we have. I'm guessing there was something like this over the Primus album, but it didn't make it to that shop that I bought it from. So we have another multi-CD album here with a hot pink one right on the top. If I can figure, there we go. And then an orange one in the back of that, if you guys can see that. So I'll slide this back into the housing. We'll move on to the next one. This is Korpi Klani. I think this is a Finnish band. Kulkaji. I think if someone who speaks Finnish can tell me if I nailed that or not. Nailed it or failed it. That could be a good video series on here. I try to pronounce different names of bands and from different countries, and people tell me if I either nailed the pronunciation or completely butchered it. Might do that. So this is what it looks like. Pretty good. I would highly recommend listening to Korpiklani, Kurkaji, whatever, however you pronounce it. Good band anyways, regardless. And this is, who is this? It's too dark. If anybody knows this album artwork, yeah, I don't think I've listened to this band either, but very, very interesting. Again, I love the paper one. It feels a lot better to me. One band that I found recently that I absolutely fell in love with after I listened to them is Chemist. This is their album Hunted. I think this is their most recent album. Above the Water, Candlelight, Three Gates, Beyond the Door, and Hunted are on here. Very good, solid album. I would recommend giving Chemist a listen. And then to finish up this, I guess we could keep going. We have Chemist's Desolation. Chemist's Desolation. Another good album. Not as hard as the previous Hunted, but still pretty damn good, if you ask me. Put this back down in here. Like that. Alright, so I don't know why I don't have this. I'm sure there's a specific reason why this is down here. This is another copy of Reanimation from Linkin Park. This is just the CD version of it. The CD isn't in here because it's in, most likely it's in here. So that's why I don't have the CD in there. Then we have Blue Man Group, audio from Blue Man Group. Again, that was a long time ago. Don't listen to it very much anymore. Then we have Baby Metal, who I recently got into. Let's take a look at the CD here. Baby Metal, Metal Galaxy. I absolutely love this little thing they got for it. Amazing sleeve. This is Black Cobra and their Imperium Simulacra. Really awesome. Huh. I think my air compressor is running. Somebody must be using it. And we have Ozfest 2003 right here. Pretty self-explanatory. Ozfest from 2003. Then we have Paris' second album, All We Know of Heaven, All We Know of Hell. All white, pretty good. That one. One that I haven't listened to yet is 311 Voyager. I just so happened to pick this up at Target one day because I thought it was cool, geometric, so I picked it up. And then we have Flight of the Conchords, live in London. I think I pre-ordered this. Not too sure. Comes with a poster, haven't hung it up yet. So that's that. And then getting to... Did I do that one? Do this one yet? Did I do this one yet? Okay. Getting to the very last bit of the CDs that I have, at least in small cassettes or small cases or paper cases, are the Les Claypool Delirium. This is Monolith of Phobos. If you don't know, Phobos is a planet of a planet, or the moon of a planet. Very strange album. If you're not familiar, I think Les Claypool and John Lennon's son did this. That's why it's the Claypool Lennon Delirium. Pretty interesting. I would recommend giving them a listen. Then we have Iced Earth right here. This is their sort of the Glorious Burden. I just found these guys on like one day a couple weeks ago. I think I did a video about these guys in the most recent pickups video that I did. I have another huge one down here that I'll show you guys too. I have Jeff Loomis, Plains of Oblivion, right here. This is pretty freaking cool. Get a load of that. That's pretty sick. Then we have Interpol Antics, right here. I know it's in a. I should probably have this up in the other section, but I don't, because it's an all plastic thing that came in a paper sleeve or a cardboard sleeve. So that goes down. I have it with the others because it's my CD collection, not yours. And then we have two here, the very last in this collection. We have the album Deutschland from Rammstein. Just look at this goddamn artwork right here. And it has been revealed that the lead singer of the band had a scare with coronavirus. This mean mugging looking motherfucker right here. He doesn't, thankfully. So you know, that was kind of scary. If he did have it, who knows what would happen. Then for the biggest, most awesomest CD thing that I have is this. This is Iced Earth. This is Dark Genesis. This is a collection of not 2, not 4, but 5 of their CDs. I think this one in the center is like a cover of different, let's see, yeah, it's a cover of, they got the Blue Oyster Cult, Burning For You, Cities of Flame, again, AC/DC, Highway to Hell, It's a Long Way to the Top, Black Sabbath's Black Sabbath, Kiss, Creatures of the Night, and God of Thunder. There's a whole bunch of them on here from different bands that they've covered in this massive. So like this is the Rammstein Deutschland, or Rammstein. Like, Kate, look at this. It's amazing. It's huge, dude. Huge. It's huge. So that's pretty much all the CDs that I have so far, except for John Williams. This is the most badass one I have of them all, actually. So that was pretty much the entire collection. If you guys want me to go through what's in here for the next one, please let me know. And I will see you guys next time, but until then, rock on.